Hello everybody, my name is Tide Statistic. Today I'm bringing you a game review on this game called Skylight. Have you ever wanted to run a turn-based tactical space battle game where you don't have to pay out of your ass to play? Skyline is a turn-based tactical space game basically. You run fleets, you get to select what type of fleet you get to run, and you can basically customize. This is not an RTS, so this isn't like a real-time strategy like EVE Online, which has its pros and cons. This game does have multiplayer, campaign, and skirmishes, so if you want to test certain fleet builds, and the way they have this set up is it's really balanced for if you want to go massive defense, which as you guys can see I put Ender games in there, and I'm kind of building an Ender game typed fleet, which you'll see in just a second. You end up being put on a bridge with a holographic projection. So you're basically commanding your fleet from your headquarters somewhere in space, probably in a safe place. But you end up getting put on this like 4x4x10 grid that you can move all your people around, and since it is a turn-based, you move your characters and they move their characters at the same time. You position your characters, hit OK, and then continue. You have three different types of ships, or three different categories of ships. You have the fleet, or the big ships, you have the medium ships, and the small ships. If you lose both your big ships, you lose. It's pretty simple. So usually you have to find stuff to compromise, and then you have quite a few different ships, which I'm not going to go into at the moment, but they do have a very large variety, which I was surprised on how balanced it was. Now, I'm surprised on how balanced this is because I went ahead and zerged it, but I guess the other team was a little bit underpowered. And it leaves a very wide variety because you do have ships with shields and ships that have extra missiles as special abilities and whatnot. I feel like if they were going for the Ender game experience, they most definitely nailed it on the head. I do wish you could like orb rotate it. I don't know if that makes sense, but like instead of just shifting left and right of the map and walking around it, I wish you could actually rotate the whole thing. I feel like that'd be pretty cool, but the way it's laid out, I'm not sure. One of the coolest things about this game is you get to watch the live battles as they happen in front of you. As you can see, my Zerg's fighting all the other ships, or all the little ships at the moment, even though I told them to attack the big ship. It's kind of like a counter defense. And you can see the little baby lasers coming off of them. Those are for anti-ships, or not anti-ships, but like little ships compared to the big beams, which are made for the big ships. As a turn-based game for virtual reality, I would have to say this is probably, at this moment, one of the best space battling games out there for a non-RTS styled turn-based. It has multiplayer, single player, and skirmish. And in my opinion, I'd probably give it somewhere around an 87 out of 100. I feel like this game has hit what it was trying to hit with its simplicity and its continuity on how it's consistent. In my opinion, the campaign's reasonably fun, but the multiplayer is where it's at.
Your ships will always try to follow them. However, when the ship has no moves left, it will attack any enemy that comes within range.
Remember, this game is for VR and it is for the PC, so you don't have to have a VR headset to actually play the game. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about the video. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you want to see more, subscribe.